It's Seltzer Time! What's up, guys? Welcome to Seltzer Time. It's your boy Ricky, aka Dick Chuck, aka the man behind the can, Seltzer Time official. Here with my boy Travis.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to another Seltzer Time.
And today's guest is my boy Ed Plante from Fix Steam Niche Hospitality. What's up?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, welcome to episode 2. Pretty excited. Pretty pumped on the last one. Went well.
Yeah, it went super well.
I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Did you actually listen to it? I know it just went live.
Like midnight.
Not yet.
It's okay. We don't hold it against you.
It's in my queue.
There we go. All right, what's up? So check that one out. It's good. It's just kind of us talking about the idea of where we want to take this. And already at episode 2, we have a guest.
Yeah, and we also hopefully have a quieter recording. Apologize for the background noise in the last one. I know it drove me just as crazy as it drove the rest of you.
Shout out to Caitlin, though, at Table Talk for letting us use their
Thank you,
back room.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, let's record there.
Oh, snap.
She was tiptoeing, too, as we were recording. She felt so bad. So she's, like, carrying these crates and tiptoeing.
Well, she has these, like, shoes that squeak when you're, like, she's, like, walking. I have a video of it. It's pretty funny. It's just, like...
I didn't hear any squeak.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll send you that video.
It's pretty loud.
It sounds like she's walking through, like... It sounds like she walked through a wet puddle all day.
It's like she has rubber ducks for feet.
Yes, exactly. Like little kid, like bath toys.
Yes.
It was awesome.
That's awesome.
So Ed, what's up? What do you do?
Just, chilling. I am a beverage manager for the Fix Burger Bar, so I buy beer, which is pretty awesome because I get to taste a lot of stuff, drink, meet up with other breweries, which is a lot of fun, and make a ton of new friends and just make a lot of connections. So it's a fun time.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. How'd you get into doing that?
So I've always enjoyed beer. You know as much as I do that Mike Cavino is a coffee addict, so I met him at Starbucks, getting his routine coffee, and we just kind of chatted about, business and how I always wanted to kind of work for him because I really liked his businesses, and that it just kind of like a snowball effect. And I started off at working at Bocado, which is pretty awesome because it's probably one of my favorite restaurants in the city.
For sure.
And then I just kind of, because I never had any restaurant experience. So it was fun to kind of work there because that's kind of like a well-oiled machine that kind of taught me a lot of things. And I'm still kind of learning, but kind of gave me a solid foundation. And then moving over to the Fix, I just kind of molded into this role of buying beer, procuring a menu, and it's a ton of fun trying to find stuff that some people might not have, what other people do have. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Did you work at the Fix when they were at the Shrewsbury Street location, or did you jump in?
Yeah, I maybe helped out for like 1 or 2 shifts. I was there a handful of times. That building's quite interesting. It's like a Victorian house.
That's so weird.
That's behind some facade. That like metal facade that's in the front where like the sign is at. If you were to take that down, there's like these Victorian windows there in the front of it. And
what?
Yeah, there was this like creepy stairway leading up to this like second floor that I never knew existed.
That's so
it's
sick.
Like right above the restaurant. Right. And there's like a bedroom, a living room. Yeah,
that's so weird.
It's really weird. And I think when it was bought, someone renovated up there. I don't know what's going on with that now since.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a dead space now.
Yeah, I heard some shady things happen, but
yeah. I remember going there for like mezcal and stuff like that when first.
I want to know what the shady things. You got my interest piqued.
I don't know any of the shady things because we had nothing to do with it. We sold the build. They had sold the building.
Yeah.
And we had nothing to do with the businesses that went in there. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, understand.
I remember
was
reading
thinking like ghost stories or like you guys saw like spirits or something.
No.
My bad.
No. Just, yeah.
They're still on that street, creepy staircase. Sorry.
I know that's, dude.
I didn't like being up there by myself.
Yeah, it
was
sounds
definitely
terrifying.
creepy. And I was only up there a handful of times, but yeah,
How's the new building?
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger. We went from like 68 seats to a little over 200.
Oh, wow.
Which definitely has its challenges. You know, you get your critiques saying like, "Oh, we liked it when the fix was smaller," and
It was so tight as a patron. It was so tight to sit there.
so I like the space that we're at now. It's a lot bigger. We're able to kind of hold functions, do beer dinners, and just have more people.
Nice.
So you know, the first month of being there was challenging because now we're trying to serve burgers to
4 times as many people, and
so I think that was like the biggest struggle. But I mean, we've definitely settled into a solid system. We have a bunch of awesome people that work there, so they just really work their tails off.
for beer dinners, do you handpick the breweries you work with?
Yeah, I try to. Awesome. I try to get breweries that are kind of local. We've done a few that have, like, we did one with Oma Gang, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
And I try to do like beer dinners with breweries that I have like a personal connection to or know someone that works there. So that's sort of how I work with
Nice.
that. Yeah.
It's awesome. What's your favorite on tap right now?
Right now we have Green State Lager from Zero Gravity. They're out of Burlington, Vermont.
Okay.
And those guys are just killing it up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
There's this guy who is from Shrewsbury who works up there now. His name's Steve Theo. He used to be at Harpoon for a while, and now he's at Zero Gravity.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Lagers. It's always lager season.
Yeah, I'm kind of IPA. I love IPAs.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty IPA'd out. I kind of feel like
I feel that.
I PA'd out.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more into lagers, pilsners.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a saison person. Belgian styles. I think Allagash is probably my favorite all-time brewery. It's just they just do some awesome stuff.
Nice.
And just crush it all the time.
It's awesome.
More importantly, what pairs well with the poutine over at the Fix?
Everything.
I mean, like, I truthfully.
More poutine.
I just had the poutine the other day with the duck confit.
Oh, my word. Yeah, if I'm feeling fancy, I'll add that duck confit.
Dude, sign me up.
Just love cheese, and there's a bunch of cheese curds on there. Yeah.
Fries.
Wow.
I had it for the
Gravy.
first time in Canada, and you can't usually find it around here. It's like a Canadian or even Wisconsin delicacy. But I was so stoked when I found it on the Fix's menu. I've gone just for a shot of, not a shot, but an order of poutine.
We should do shots of poutine.
That
Just like in a little shot glass with one fry, burger. I mean, one fry.
One fry, a burger.
One fry and a burger.
What
One
could you
fry.
like lace the gravy with? Would it go with a hard alcohol or maybe even like a beer?
Just more gravy.
What I'm saying, you're making it like a literal shot. It almost looks like a weird Bloody Mary, but with a French fry sticking out. And it's
Maybe
brown.
like some sort of bourbon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, some sort of whiskey.
That'd be good. I remember when I went to Toronto. I was up there for like 8 hours, and so I walked off, got dinner by myself, and I just remember like finding this like little spot, had poutine, I had a beer from some brewery up there, and like a shot of bourbon, and it might have been the nicest, most like relaxing meal I've ever had in my life. I was so happy. I missed that.
I should not have come here hungry.
Yeah, no, right.
When are we going to Canada?
Right when we're done recording.
This podcast is over.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so the Fix is just, it's a ton of fun to work at. It's super busy. We have 24 draft lines, which is challenging. I tend to be a little overzealous on my ordering, so my keg room sometimes is a little packed. It's not as packed right now, but there's some good stuff in there right now.
It's awesome. Do you guys do that late night menu too, right?
Yeah, we have a late night menu. It's with a few select burgers that we kind of modified to be a little on the cheaper side, and we put some beer and shop combos.
So it's like High Life and Fernet.
We have
See that?
High Life from Fernet.
There we go.
Night Shift, Nightlight, and Chartreuse. Yeah, Chartreuse is a lot of fun.
Ed and I had a really, really fun New Year's Eve about a year ago.
think you were my first sleepover at the house.
That's what's up.
Intentional sleepover?
Yeah.
Once I got there was really no way I was going to be able to leave. Like, I showed up with a bottle of Grand Classico. Ed had a bottle of Chartreuse. There were many beers in between those.
I think you and I were the only ones going shot for shot. We thought it was a great idea, and we thought everyone was involved, but apparently it was just Ricky and myself.
Turns out it was a duel.
Yeah.
It was.
It was awesome.
It was.
I go for a hike every year on January 1st with my dad and my brother. I've been doing it for like almost 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
And I've only missed one, and that was because I was out of the state. I went up to Maine when I was like 22. But as me and my brother have gotten older, the hikes have gotten harder for a while because we'd go to a party the night before. Now it's not so bad, but last year was kind of like a relapse into... Like, I showed up, my dad was like, what the f*** happened to you last night? I was like, Ed and I were doing shots. Yeah. Joey was fine. Joey's just like...
Do you remember the hike?
Oh, yeah. It's always funny because I'll never forget those hikes. When I was younger, it was harder because we were small and it was hard to walk through all the snow. And then as we got older and go to parties, it got harder to walk because, like... I'd spent the whole morning throwing up, which was never good. And then my brother would start coming to parties with me, and then like we'd both show up, and he'd be in worse shape than I would be, and you try to hide it from your dad because you're like, I was probably like 17.
Yeah.
Joey was 15, I guess. And so you're like, oh, hey, what's going on? But looking back on it now, like, there's no way he didn't know what was going on. Like,
plus he was probably also 20 at one point and showing up doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I just find it funny because, like, I'll think about that, like, oh, yeah, I tried to hide all this stuff from my parents, and they definitely knew I was, like, high or stuff.
It's like, why? Looking back on it now, it's like, you should have known better.
I'd get to my room and be like, oh, wow, I really hit it so well that time.
Is your parents, like, laughing at you as soon as you walk
As
by?
a skunk literally just walked into the house.
Yeah.
Just smelling of marijuana.
Now I smoke with my parents. Went down and had Thanksgiving dinner. That was quality.
There you go.
I wish that was the case, but no. My mom's hilarious. She's like super straight edge, but she puts the
X
in front of everything.
Really?
So like she'll call it the pot.
Oh, you're on the pot, aren't you, Edward?
You're on the pot. Or even like she'll be like, oh, where are you working today? You working at the mezcal? At the steam?
The steam.
The Bocado. Like those aren't in the front of any of those.
It works for Fix though, right?
Yeah, it's in front of the Fix.
So it's smart that you worked there. You really just helped out your mom.
Yeah, I helped my mom out with her with her naming of where I work.
There you go. That's awesome.
It's really considerate of you.
Yeah.
It's great.
So coffee or beer? If you had to pick one.
Probably coffee I would keep.
Yeah?
Same.
I love coffee. It's just, I don't know. It's just amazing. And I can have it at all times of the day and still function.
Same.
Yeah.
Actually, I made that choice. I don't drink, and I drink tons and tons of coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really curious more about the steam side of things. Like, what goes into, like, where you guys find your roasters that way?
Yeah, so I'll backtrack a little bit. So Steam came up with from like this hybrid thought of, doing like a cafe beer bar, which it's not a beer bar. But that was like our original intent. And then Mike has a super fascination with fitness and health. His background is physical therapy. That's like what he went to school for. So he owns like 2 gyms, Peak Fitness. But yeah, so he wanted to do more of like a health. It kind of transformed into doing like more of like a healthy food cafe, and he like really loves acai bowls. So that's kind of how that got into the mix.
I never heard of that until you guys.
I didn't either. He came back from it. A lot of things tend to stem from vacations.
There we go.
You
Somewhere.
go somewhere, you're like, oh my god, that was awesome, and I need to do that here because it's not here yet. And there are other places that do acai bowls really well in Worcester, but we feel like we do it like our own special way. And but yeah, so that's kind of how that sort of stemmed. I've done the coffee thing for a while. I started kind of researching different roasters when I was in grad school, just because I always kind of want to do some sort of cafe. And I was just doing like mock business plans, and out of all the roasters that I was talking to, Barrington Coffee was the only one that really like took me seriously, even though I didn't have any money to back me at the time. This is before I met Mike at a business level. So we I'd gone out there, we'd done tastings and stuff like that, and I've done like cuppings, which is like a ton of fun. The whole experience of going to a roastery is really cool. Seeing like the start to finish and where they're from, and I like Barrington a lot because of their connections with roasters, and it's kind of funny enough, one of the owners is from Worcester.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was a connection.
Barth Anderson. Huh. He's a cool cat. And yeah, so talking to him about like different like places where they pick up beans, and he'll show you photos of like where all the farms and stuff, and then he'll name people by names.
See, that's cool.
And
that's
it's
fantastic.
and it just shows how much he really cares. And there's another roaster we use called Red Eye Coffee Roaster, and they're out of Hull. I met them through a brewery. This guy Dino, he owns this. They're gonna actually open soon, called Vitamin C Brewing out in Weymouth. But anyway, he uses Red Eye Coffee Roaster, so that's how I met him. And same thing, he has like a really close relationship with all the farmers. He's a smaller batch roaster, but his coffee is just as good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. You guys are supporting local, but you're also finding good quality local and not just local.
Yeah, and I like Acoustic Java in other places that are kind of local to here, and but those are just the two that I tend to gravitate towards. But we have a lot of awesome roasters around here,
and there's always room for more, just like with the breweries.
Yeah,
like there's absolutely always room, and there's people's taste range, so you're gonna find that you like one roaster.
I always wanted to kind of do a cafe that didn't really stick to one roast all the time, because actually if you go down south, I went to Texas, Austin, and that's like kind of a big thing down there, is they don't stick to one roaster. They're always changing it up, and
it has like a beer mentality to it, where they'll bring in different roasters and bring in just one roast from one roaster. I think that's to me, I'm more interested in that style of a coffee shop, because I want the best of the best.
Right. So that's kind of how that came about. I think right now, like, I think for me, I've kind of like struggled with balancing the two acts, and I want to put like a little more focus on the coffee side, on what we're actually bringing in. So we're gonna do like a trip with some of like the other managers out to Barrington. They're gonna do a cupping, and they're gonna actually like see what the process is like, because the process is an art. It's not like just putting something into a drum and we're gonna press a button and this is how it's gonna roast. It's they put it in the drum, it's roasting, and they're timing it, but they're also like, they have this like little contraption. It's like a cylinder that goes in and catches a bean. They pull it out, and they'll like put it in the back. They'll put the bean in the back of their mouth and crunch it. And if it's at a certain snap, then they know to like release the drum, and it's done roasting. It's
really?
It's crazy.
What?
Like, this is the right snapness. Like,
that is so sick.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
There's a solid art to roasting, and and everyone around here does the same thing. But it's definitely an art, and it's funny that there's so much that goes into your cup of Joe every morning. It's not just
You don't even think about it. I mean, working at Starbucks for so long, like I kind of fell in love with coffee that way, but never really knew any of what you just told me. Like the putting it in the back of your mouth and that snap, and like having that kind of feel is just crazy.
That's how it started.
The whole art of cupping too is funny to me, that you have to slurp the coffee and put it like all up in your mouth so you can taste all the individual notes.
The first time I never had done a cupping before, and I was out in Seattle. And Starbucks has this, they have a few like concept stores.
I've seen some videos. They're super fancy.
Yeah, but this one, you wouldn't even know it's a Starbucks. I forget what it's called. It was just like it looked like a mom and pop shop. You'd walk in, and they like you walk in to the left. There's like all these open beans, like you could like scoop, mix and match. It was like a candy store.
That's cool.
They had like an old school espresso machine, and then they had a table where you would do a cupping, and they had a big tin that it's their spit tin. and
High class.
Yeah, I've never seen a spit tin before, and that was a little gnarly, but necessary. You don't want to get too hyped up on caffeine.
Yeah. Well, I probably would.
Yeah,
I drink too much coffee.
Yeah, but it was kind of fun. It was the first time I ever did a cupping. They do like cuppings every day. Howard Schultz, I guess, lives like in the neighborhood. He's in the store like pretty frequently.
Howard Schultz is the guy that started Starbucks, or bought it, or
I think he bought it.
He bought it and then turned it into what we know today.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
He used to own the Supersonics.
Did he really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Small fact.
He just stepped down from Starbucks. Maybe he's gonna bring back the Supersonics.
And I heard Kevin Durant wants to go back to Seattle.
That's what's up. Shout out Ray Allen. That's where we got him.
Take him out of retirement.
Yeah, right. No, Isaiah. I think Isaiah Thomas is from Seattle. He would see.
That'd be pretty sick. Supersonics. Who was that other guy who was on the Supersonics? I can't think of his.
Gary Payton.
Sean Kemp?
Was Sean Kemp on?
I don't know basketball.
I'm not. I like basketball. I know Matt Kemp, but he's a baseball player. He plays for the Dodgers now.
I don't know anything. I think that might be like the one fact I know about sports.
Sean Kemp. I'm pretty sure I think Gary Payton like made his name in Seattle.
I thought you were gonna say Gary Coleman. I was like, that guy played basketball. He's really.
What you talking about?
What you talking about? I don't know. This isn't a basketball podcast.
All right.
This is an everything podcast. We click
That's true.
Culture and society.
This is very true.
Yeah, so back to Steam, I guess. Circle back around, Gary Coleman.
Have you served Gary Coleman?
No, I haven't. But I guess someone from Grey's Anatomy was in a couple.
Oh, yeah. They're filming that movie, the Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's the lead. I don't know anything about.
Oh, was she the one closing down Dead Horse?
Yeah, she's at Dead Horse. She's been at Dead Horse like 6 times. She's there like all night eating dinner, like living the dream basically.
Just living the dream.
Being an actress. I don't know who she is. My girlfriend got all excited about it.
Yes.
One of our friends told us that girl was there, and I don't know, whatever. Like I just wanted to say hi to TK, but yeah, they're kind of taking over like the whole city. One of the producers has been at the Dive a couple times I've worked.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like Ty or Tay or something like that.
Nice.
Super nice guy. He was with another guy from the movie. I don't know if it was an actor or a assistant. I don't know what the guy did, but yeah, they're kind of everywhere.
I just want to see Liam Neeson.
Right?
That'd be so sick.
Just get my picture taken with him.
Yeah. Oh, haha.
No, what I'm saying is this movie could be a humongous flop, but if you look at the analytics for when it releases, there's going to be this huge influx of people from Worcester that go and see. Like, did my neighborhood get in the movie?
My neighborhood's there.
So we're going to pay Liam Neeson for at least 2 months, maybe.
So, fun fact, there's some scene where there's a bunch of white boxes, like bakery boxes. I got to help the guy, like the set designer guy, carry those. They got them at Crust because they ran out of boxes, so they bought boxes from them. So I got to help him. I was there this morning just getting coffee. I got to walk down with like a whole handful of boxes.
Wait, so they're still filming?
They're here for like another month.
Really?
Yeah, certain parts. I don't know if Liam is still here. He hasn't hit me back yet.
Liam, come to Steam.
It's true. On the podcast.
The Force is with you, Liam. The Force is with you.
Dude, yeah, he was in Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, right?
Taken's cool, and that's like kind of the most famous thing he's in for kind of our generation. But
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, he was Qui-Gon Jinn, which like not my favorite Star Wars movie, but like he was in Star Wars.
His character is like
he got cut down by Darth Maul.
I'm such a Star Wars nerd, but his character is like so significant in like the progress of progression of where Star Wars goes. It's awesome.
And if you look at it as it's really about Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi, he is so influential in the shaping of Obi-Wan Kenobi's character.
Well, he's the reason why Liam Neeson is the reason why Yoda knows how how
Force
to be a
Ghost?
Force Ghost.
Look at that.
Yeah. Boom. Knowledge bomb.
Whoa. First of all,
We just become best friends.
We're best friends.
I've never heard knowledge bomb before, and the fact that both of you dropped it at the exact same time. The look on both your faces was
I'm glad that paid
incredible.
off. Ed and I have been going back and forth on Facebook for the past 24 hours, just waiting for this moment.
Just waiting for it.
All right, we're gonna bring up Liam, and then we're gonna bring up Qui-Gon.
It's all about you, Liam.
That was
always been.
amazing.
Oh, jeez.
That was awesome. Back to Steve. So, I did the juice cleanse.
Yeah, how was that?
It was awesome.
I'm like a huge food person. It's really funny because we'll do like the canal food tours, and they'll like, I'll talk about the juice cleanse and try to like really ham it up, and I always tell them I'm a big fat ass because I like really love food.
Dude,
So if you want to
Same.
torture yourself,
yeah, if you want to torture yourself, like the first day wasn't the worst. The second day was really hard. The third day was way harder than everybody told me it was going to be. I heard it was supposed to be like, oh, by the third day you're like into it. It's all good.
you just want to do it forever.
I wanted to fucking eat food so bad. Like we ended up driving my friend Brendan to the airport that day, and so I did it with my girlfriend, who's a saint. And we woke up and like she came with me to bring him to the airport. I'm like, I don't know if we want to be like locked in a car together. We haven't eaten in a couple days. I haven't had coffee, which wasn't as hard as I thought. But because that was another thing. Everybody's like, well, you can't. Like, are you gonna drink coffee? I was like, no. Like, I'm gonna strictly do the juice cleanse. Like, I'm not trying to mess it up. So there's no drinking like alcohol, no coffee, no anything. I didn't even drink seltzer.
What?
Yeah, I straight up only drank regular water and the juices in the milk.
Juice time.
It was juice time.
There's no crack in that. But yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible. Crack of the can. Anyway.
Oh yeah, we do not promote crack. Crack
Anymore.
in cans.
No.
Anymore. Now we've done juice cleanses. We're new.
So what inspired you to do the juice cleanse? You and Naomi just wanted to do it?
Yeah, we just like started talking about it. Kind of right around the time we started dating, really. Like we'd gone to Steam, she loved it, and they have this juice cleanse, and I was like, oh yeah, like they do a juice cleanse, it'd be kind of cool. Of course, I didn't expect us to do it. Like I was just like, yeah, it'd be kind of funny. And we mentioned it for like 3 or 4 months. We're like, oh, we'll do this. We should do this. Oh, it's almost beach season. Like I didn't even go to the beach this year, so it's like, not even if I did, I don't care. I like get a milk bag over here, milk bag body.
Slap the milk bag.
Bam. But yeah, all of a sudden we just decided to do it. So we did the Coney Island 100th anniversary party.
Oh yeah, it was right after that.
It was right after that. I think I picked it up that day.
You slammed a bunch of hot dogs.
I did, yeah.
A bunch of hot dogs.
It was awesome. So we went Friday.
Oh my God.
Ordered
poor
it.
body.
Dude, I didn't pay attention to the fact that like you're supposed to kind of like not pre-cleanse, but kind of
Ease
cut
into
back
it?
on
Yeah.
things. So what I did was I did the opposite of that. So we ordered it Friday. You pick it up like 48 hours later. So like, oh, we'll pick it up on Sunday. This will be great. So Sunday we we work the Coney Island thing. I'm like pouring beers for Wormtown, so they're sending out hot dogs for us to eat. So I had like at least 4 hot dogs.
Oh my God.
I had 2.5 cups of coffee before. Like I'm doing everything.
Bunch of chili, bunch of that stuff?
No, I couldn't even get inside. It was we were all outside.
Okay, cool.
Which was good. It helped a tiny bit. But so you're not supposed to do any of that. So I of course do it. We get done, we have like a couple beers, we then go pick up our juice cleanse. We're like, oh fuck yeah, we're excited. We'll start it tomorrow. We met friends over at Simjong, so I'm drinking, I think I had wine that night for some reason. But I'm like drinking wine, I get to my parents' house, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have a couple beers, and then tomorrow, like that's it. Literally, I'm like drinking a beer, looking through, like kind of getting ready, like, all right, well, I gotta drink this one in the morning, whatever. And down the bottom, it's like for like the 3 days leading up to it or something like that.
You want to like ease yourself into it.
Yeah, and I'm thinking back as to what I just did for the last 14 hours was ruin my body.
Oh, yeah.
So I went into it on a high. Like, everything was great, but it just...
Decimated you? Like, did you spend 3 days in the bathroom?
No, not at all.
What?
No, which I was kind of nervous about because we did it,
This
luckily...
is getting weird, but feel free to... As comfortable as you feel.
Oh, yeah, no, everything was fine. Like, I don't work Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday during the day. So I only had, like, a 2 juice issue with my job schedule. She worked all day Monday, but it was easy. She was able to get through it. By the time... So... we'd check in. I'm like, yo, like, how's your stomach feeling? Everything was fine. I had like unbelievable amounts of energy. It was incredible. But everybody I talked to was like, dude, like, probably blowing up bathrooms. I was like, no, man, not at all. Like, it's just everything's normal. I don't know if that's for everybody.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really heard anything different.
Yeah.
Have you done it? Have you done the full cleanse?
No.
Respect. No, I didn't. I would never.
I procure and make all the cleanses. Well, I don't personally, but I'm part of the process. But yeah, no, everyone just says it's more of like a mind reset.
Yeah.
People do it for different reasons. Some people will do it to like kind of jumpstart like a new health craze or like jumpstart their metabolism, and some people do it just to get their mind in a different mindset. By the time you're done, mostly everyone's like, it just gets me to think like, I don't need the snack because I don't need it.
Sure.
So
I would like to go. I mean, I don't think I'd ever do the full 3-day one again, but I think like maybe once a month or something like that if I did like a 2-day, because 2 is cool. Like I was really into the second day. I was feeling good. Like everything was cool. I got really tired of drinking juice, but
even a 1 day, like on like a Monday, if you were to just do a reset, like you go out on all weekend bender, and that's exactly what you did. One day you just.
My bender was like at Coney Island.
I'm on a hot dog bender.
Give me all the meat.
There was a Ben and Jerry's truck. I was like, what? Yeah. So probably wasn't supposed to have that either. Like, but it's cool. Yeah, I love how you guys like. I mean, I'll go in to get coffee all the time and see you guys literally like pressing the juice there. Yeah. It's really cool. You can watch the whole process. It's not, you're not buying a bunch of pre-pressed juices from California that you get at Stop and Shop, and they're mostly just sugar. Like this is straight up
telling you
juice.
It's juice.
Yeah, we don't put anything else in it. It's just awesome. It's just all the ingredients that are on the bottle. There's no like preservatives or anything, and we only have, it's only like a 4-day shelf life.
Yeah.
So like we've had some people have asked like, oh, can I do like a 5-day juice cleanse? Like you can, but I can only provide you 3 days, and then I can give you the other 2 days.
Yeah.
You have to come back just so you have the freshest product.
Yeah.
So
that's
awesome.
awesome.
I imagine if it goes too long, then you're gonna have those bathroom issues.
I would think so.
Oh, yeah, true. Maybe that's what it was. My body was like, dude, this is sick. It's actually good.
Dude, I loved all your videos that went along with it. You found every song, too.
Yeah, all the names of songs, all the juices are named after, like, parts of songs, which I didn't even know. Like, you told me a couple weeks after.
Yeah.
But to get myself through it, I would make, like, a new Instagram story video with every juice. And it was, like, Walking on Sunshine, or, like, Green. I did, like, the Kermit the Frog song, It Ain't Being Green. I forget what other ones I had. I just had like all kinds of stuff.
We got the beat, yeah.
But I needed something to like keep me entertained.
Sure.
I couldn't do Seltzer Times, so I didn't want to lose all my followers.
It's so
give
funny. do you follow Cavino?
I think so, yeah.
So he did the cleanse.
Yeah.
Just because so everyone knows that the owner did the cleanse.
Smart.
I think he also just wanted to do it.
Sure.
The first night's the funniest because it's like this pitch black video, and he's just like, so here I am. It's 8 p.m. I have no more juices left. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Just hungry.
It's just hungry. He's like, I just want food.
That was day one?
Yeah, it was so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They're fun. Do the juice cleanse. It's good.
Do the cleanse. It's not torturous whatsoever.
You guys also have one of my top 3 favorite breakfast sandwiches in the city, the Steam Witch.
Yeah.
Dude,
What is the Steam Witch?
The Steam Witch is a whole grain wheat bread toasted with a it has a basil pesto spread on it with arugula and tomatoes, and that is
so nice and simple. And
I add the bacon and the cheddar. I usually get there's days when I'll get that for dinner. I'll take it to the dive as I'm opening. Demoga will show up from Maru, and he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's like the breakfast sandwich from Steam." He's like, "I need that." like this has happened like 4 times because I'll get it every, maybe like once a month. I'm like, dude, I haven't had a breakfast sandwich from Steam in like a day and a half. I need it for dinner. So, although I haven't had it in probably a couple weeks.
It's pretty solid. I've been into like making wraps out of them.
Ooh.
So like I'll put it in a wrap and then I'll add onions.
Word.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's that? I've seen like a fit for you. Is that a thing?
Yeah, fit for you are prepped meals. Done by the chef, and he like it's a company that we're kind of partnering up with, and he just does like prepped meals. And
That's awesome.
The menu changes like every week, so that's kind of his thing. Is you're not gonna see the same menu 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. Is it food you make yourself? Like he like preps it, or they make you the
He
food?
preps everything, and it's all already packaged.
Okay.
So like if you say you want to have a bunch of prepped meals for like the week, like you could pre-order that, and we would order. They would be delivered on Monday. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's like any of those Blue Apron. No, more better than that because it's actually done. So it's more like the snack ones.
Yeah, like like you'll if you follow like a health, like a gym person.
Yeah.
And they're talking about prepping meals, like he's doing it for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, his food is phenomenal too.
That's cool.
They come in just like as they are. They have like a freeze by date on them. They're good for about a week.
Nice.
And they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I see you guys like post stuff all the time, and I meant to text you and be like, "Where is this?" Because every time I walk in there, I think about it as I'm walking in. Like, I saw this thing last night, and I look, I'm like, I don't know, maybe they're all out, and I never, for some reason, asked to go out the counter.
Yeah,
like,
we've been selling out by like Thursday, Friday.
Really?
That's fantastic.
And we order. I don't know. There's like 5 options, and we'll order about maybe 8 or 9 of them.
Nice.
Each. So, yeah, and they all sell pretty quickly. And now we have like a couple people that are ordering ahead.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm sure people use that gym too. They come in, grab their healthy stuff.
Yeah, funny enough, like we haven't really gotten anyone from upstairs for the prepped meals. Like I think they'll grab them as they see them, but no one's like ordered ahead yet. And I think as people get to know about what they are and how you can order them, and you can follow the guy like on Wednesday. Typically, he'll post what next week's menu is, and you can like order ahead.
Get stoked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
So yeah, Steam has a bunch of different options. I have a juice, not juice, but a smoothie up right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an orange Julius, but I call it the Et Brute.
Ooh.
The Brutus.
Okay.
Pretty much an orange Julius.
Oh, I was gonna say, does it stab you or something?
Stabs you with goodness.
With flavor.
With flavor. Ooh. Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
it's almond milk, orange juice, banana, pineapple, and vanilla protein.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
All right, I'll try it. I'm usually, I remember the avocado. When you guys first opened, there was like an avocado smoothie.
Oh yeah, the avocado blast.
Avocado blast. Yeah, that was my jam.
My friend Jess loves the avocado toast.
Avocado toast is pretty stellar.
That was the best, like, I'm pretty sure it was my bad. I ordered a BLT, I think. Did you guys have BLTs?
Yeah.
Like when you first opened?
Yeah.
I remember getting a BLT, but I ended up giving somebody my BLT, and I took the toast. Because I think I ordered, like, maybe I was supposed to order 2 BLTs or whatever. Somehow we ended up with 1 and 1. And I was like, oh, I get the BLT all the time. You gotta eat it. I was like, I'll just have the toast. It's fine. And I'm not a big like avocado toast guy. I wasn't mad.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's good.
solid.
Caught me through my...
There's like nuts and stuff on top of
Yeah,
it.
a little feta.
little goat cheese, and
goat
there's some pepper on top. Aleppo pepper.
All right, listen to it. All right. Should we have Ed start, or do you want to start with? Well, Ed start. Guest
Start
first.
us off, Ed.
All right. So, what are you super stoked about right now going on in the city of Worcester?
I think my favorite part that I see going on is everyone getting together and just trying to make new and exciting things happening. I think like the Red Sox coming in is really awesome. I think all the new restaurants coming in are really awesome. And all the people that are starting to gravitate towards the city, it's a really fun time to be in the city and kind of see, growing up here as well as like you kind of see where it came from and where we are now. Like,
go to the Palladium, get the hell out.
Yeah, that's what we were saying last episode.
Like I'm in downtown Worcester right now. Never thought I would be hanging out in downtown Worcester. And I think that's kind of the hope now. Is just trying to build this up, and so I think that's what I'm most excited about.
All right.
Yeah.
Travis, what do you
Just to dovetail off of you, I've been saying it that we're the second largest city in New England, and we're finally starting to act like it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I like, just like you're saying, I love that people are really caring now and giving.
I know, like, some people are like, oh yeah, the Red Sox are gonna just cost a lot of money. It's like, well, of course, there are things that it costs money to make money.
Exactly.
And you have to put money into the city to actually like get more out of it.
Yeah.
And I think the more people that come in with that mindset, the better.
Yeah.
Agreed. So maybe not as grandiose or as kind of big as that. I noticed I had some other stuff that I was stoked about, but I noticed in the latest episode, or issue rather, of Worcester Magazine, and Bill Shaner's Wisteria column, there's a connection to Worcester and Red Dead Redemption 2. Did you guys see that?
What?
Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
That's pretty awesome.
So, someone online found a very cool Worcester connection tucked in a gun catalog that your character can open and manually read through. The description for the Cattleman revolver includes this line: "It is manufactured at a factory we own and control in Worcester, Massachusetts. It is made by skilled laborers who work tireless hours each week and on the weekends for little pay in order to bring you the finest revolver in the field."
Wow.
It's kind of fitting.
That's pretty rad.
Still Worcester. Like, that description still works in Worcester.
Dude, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys should.
That's so sick.
Have you ever met Lori from Canal Foods?
No.
So she does the Canal Food Tours. She volunteers at the Worcester History Museum. She is a living, breathing history book on Worcester.
Okay.
Love to meet her.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She has like all these like really cool photos of like the buildings that were around, or like she gave me a bunch of photos from like down by where Steam is.
Really?
What it used to look like, and
that's so sick.
It's pretty rad. She's a cool cat.
Is she with like the tours, like the horse-drawn carriage tours?
No, it's a different tour.
Actually, I know that's Bob. I've done that tour, and if you ever have the chance to take Bob's tour in the horse-drawn carriage, it is absolutely fantastic.
Really?
Like my wife first and I, when we first bought the house here, we needed to learn more about Worcester.
Yeah.
And we saw these free tours. We're like, awesome. And then the guy takes the damn horses through Kelly Square.
Yeah.
He is the biggest sack on every person I've ever met.
That's
So he just takes these horses multiple times through Kelly Square.
That's
and these
so
awesome
sick.
high school kids told us all this like history, and we learned about the canal. It's super cool. But anyway, I want to meet Lori.
Yeah, she's awesome.
That's awesome. All right.
So that's what I'm stoked on. What about you?
Cool. I'm stoked on the Bedlam Book Cafe inside Crompton.
Yeah, I've seen you post a couple times. I haven't gone in there yet.
That place is so sick. Like, I'm not the biggest book guy, mostly because I'm always on Instagram. But like, so we went in there the day they opened. I was like, oh yeah, I'll pick something up, check it out. I love everything that's in that building is really cool anyway. The two owners come into the dive bar all the time. They're so nice. So I was like, I definitely want to go check it out, support them. And I was able to pick up like this cool history of hip hop book. It's like a giant coffee table book.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was so sick. And like, I thought it was gonna be like $50, but it's a used bookstore, so it was like 20. Like, it was basically
awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I got a huge coffee table book for like when the Bruins won the World Stanley Cup back in 2011.
It's pretty fitting for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually surprised I didn't already own it.
I was about to say, I'm surprised you didn't already own it.
Yeah, it blew my own mind too. I was like, I don't have that. I need it. And now it's like $8.
Did your like mind just go off like as you're picking it up? Like, wait.
Yes. There's like two noises I constantly hear. It's like, whoa, and then the opening of cans of seltzer. That's really it. And Bad Rabbits. But
Bad Rabbits.
but like, yeah, so I got another hockey
Oh, man,
dude, right? That's my band. We should
Anyway.
try to get Bad Rabbits on the podcast.
Dude. All right, so
Sick.
real quick, the Webabo one, is that a Bruins, like old school Bruins now?
No, it just kind of, so it's like that like rap air horn
okay.
thing, like wah, 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 wah.
Right on.
I don't know why. started like screaming it at TK. Like, so TK used to be a bartender at Armsby Abbey. He's now a bartender at Dead Horse. And him and I have always like had this connection. Like, we're very, very, very hyper, and like, I don't know, we've always been really good friends too. So whenever we see each other, it's like this burst of energy. So I walk into Armsby and people are like sitting down, eating dinner. Everything's like, kind of nice and quiet. And then I walk in, and I used to work there, so I know everybody there. And I'm like, oh, whoa, and it would go through the entire restaurant. Like, whoever was serving them, like, obviously they'd serve their plates, and I'd be like, oh, whoa, and like give me like high five, give me daps, whatever. TK would be behind the bars, like, whoa. Hit me with that. It would go through the entire like front of house. Then I'd go to the kitchen because I'd have to go pick up draft lists for the dive. So I'd walk into the kitchen, and like, depending on who was, like, if it was Murph or Nate back when he worked there, you'd get hit with like a wah from the kitchen. And then I'd get to the back office, and I'd open the door, and Sherry was like, what the was that? Because you could hear it literally travel through the entire restaurant, through the kitchen.
Getting louder and louder to her office.
She's like, you could never sneak in anywhere. I'm like, nah, probably not. Like, just... Yeah, it's just become this thing.
I only asked because I have the Brass Bonanza permanently stuck in my head, which was the goal song for the Hartford Whalers. I'm a Connecticut kid, so I have this da 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 da. And so it's just, at any given moment, it's just playing in my head. So I wasn't sure if it was something like that.
Yeah, the Bruins use Zombie Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's theirs. I wish. Yeah.
Anyway.
Love that. My other favorite song. But yeah, so Bedlam Book Cafe, it's awesome. They have a million books in there, books for everything. I know Naomi's been a couple times now since, always get stuff. Then they opened they have like a juice bar in there, which is kind of interesting. It's like a little cooler than using. Sorry, we're
at Technocopia, which is a makerspace, so you have to forgive some of the background noise. One of these days we'll get an actual recording studio, but for the time being we're using the space we have. So sorry.
It adds character.
Your point about
adds character. But yeah, so they got this cool juice bar in there, and I haven't even had juice yet because it wasn't open the first time I went there. The juice part, just the bookstore. But everything looks really, really good. I know they use all fresh stuff. It's kind of cool where you can go to Birch Tree and work and get a coffee and do all that, and then on your way out get hit with like a nice healthy
little juice pick me up.
Yeah. So I'm really stoked on Bedlam right now. Like,
you're really cool. Into like the juicing.
For a guy who doesn't juice, like, I don't juice.
It sure doesn't sound like
it's all natural. Juice. I know. Here I am, like, pushing juice cleanses and juice bars. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I guess also I work in a bar, so going to a bar that doesn't do what I do is very exciting to me. But yeah. So on the flip side, Ed, what are you not super stoked about?
I think the public transportation is awful.
Okay.
Like what specifically?
Everything. Like, if you, for a city that has all these colleges, there is no like direct access to downtown for them. Anything.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like trolley system, or I mean, obviously you use Uber.
Yeah.
And you can use taxis, and there's the bus, but like, it could definitely improve.
Yeah. Even if like there was a way to work with the schools and get a shuttle service, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, where there is, two buses that leave at two different times at Worcester State that'll drop you off at the DCU Center, and then you can kind of walk to where you're going to be, or drop you off over in the Canal District, and you can walk to all those spots, and then it picks you back up at last call, or one at midnight, one at last call.
I don't know. I think it'd be sick if there's just like some sort of trolley system, like
I agree.
Just like went down like all like your major roads. You have one that goes down like Chandler Street. You have on Park Ave. You have Main Street, Shrewsbury Street, Highlands. Like, you do all
That
these
would
like
be
all these one. You have one go to College Square, come up this way. I don't know. I think there's like ways of connecting the city that I think would be a little better, especially getting. I mean, if you think about it, besides Quint Sig and MSPCH, like what all the other colleges aren't actually integrated downtown. And so you have all these people on the outskirts of the city that could come in downtown and kind of help with that, like getting more people down here.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, not to argue your point, but I agree with you. I completely agree that having a better transportation system would be ideal. We need to get over the mentality of driving places, and we need to get over the mentality of, if I can't park at the facility, I'm not going to go. And that's not, I don't know if that's something millennials and younger can get over. I know that's something a little hard-grained in an older generation. But like, I'm with you. I think if we're really going to improve our city, we need to park the cars on the outskirts of the town and have ways in, have actual means of, and then get rid of all these parking lots. We don't need a giant freaking parking lot in the heart of the city where we're supposed to be walkable and have things to look at.
Yeah.
You look at a lot with pieces of metal literally sitting there all day.
It's funny, like, you know, we told our friend Kaylin, like, she came from like New York, and she didn't have her license for like a long time, and you know, I just find that mentality is like so mind-boggling, because I've never been and never really lived in a city where I didn't have to have my car. And
same.
You know,
I'm from
I think
Connecticut. Same.
We want to grow. And I think public transportation is big. I'm not saying that we have to get trolleys, but just something I think more has to happen.
Yeah.
Where it's not shady, it's safe.
It's true. Or maybe even, you know, I mean, I know this is gonna kind of like counter that, but maybe like more, even if we had better parking structures.
Yeah.
Like if there was a bigger garage, not just like the one above Mezcal, because that one's awesome. But if there's an event at the DCU Center, it's packed out.
Right.
If there was one, I know there's the one over here, like right across from the window.
There too. Yeah.
Is it really?
Well, what's that other one? Is it the? Starts with an M. It's on the other side of the DC.
Oh, Mercantile.
Yeah, the Mercantile Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like everything that's going on down here, but you know, even down that new market that's going in behind Birch Street, like that was all parking before, and what's going in there is really awesome. But like at the same time, there's still a problem, which to your point is, you know, what if we just had more parking, or like I think there needs to be more parking available.
Yeah.
So
but let's figure out a way to keep it outside of our faces and have it. I don't know. I would love, so as somebody that lives here in this city, I live up on Vernon Hill. There's no easy way for me to get from Vernon Hill to downtown without taking my car or walking or riding a bike. And like this time of year, riding a bike isn't really feasible. I know there's tons of people that do it, but I'm a wuss. I've paid for Uber, but I feel like that's not economical. I don't have $15 every day to get to and from the center. So like, I don't know.
Okay.
Some kind of system would be fantastic.
Yeah. I think it would be. And there's a lot of people who live up on Vernon Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's true.
Yeah.
The city is like massively populated.
And we're sprawling.
Just needs more, I think just better ways of getting around that isn't necessarily always a car.
Yeah, I agree. What do
You actually, I'm going to, again, dovetail off of your point. My thing that I'm not stoked about is we're already getting to that season where everybody's getting aggro driving, and people, like, we're all on the roads, we all got shit to do, we all have places to go. We really got to mellow out. Like, people really got to calm down, realize we're all busy, we're all trying to get places as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know, driving this past weekend down and back to Connecticut to go see my family, there were just the amount of, I know we're all massholes, but maybe we could tone it down a little bit this season.
Right.
Remember that this is the season of giving, and
Liam Neeson is in the city.
Yeah.
Be fucking nice to him.
yeah, he's watching. He's making a list.
You don't want to cut him off and then call him. He might not come back.
Mr. Neeson.
But seriously, I mean, like, I don't know. I know it's kind of yelling at a ocean, but this is a terrible analogy.
I like that.
Travis, user of terrible analogies. But yeah, screaming into the void. But yeah, be nice out there.
Yeah.
Did you guys have to do any road rage driving this weekend?
No, it's super local. Everything I did was, I went to West Boylston and then I worked. I worked Wednesday and Thursday night. Was in West Boylston during the day on Thursday, and then I was at my girlfriend's house in the city with her family all day Friday. So everything I did was like extremely local.
Yeah, it was just great local. Northborough, Dudley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I much would have rather taken that kind of drive. But
I also, all my traveling was done early in the morning, and then I like even Friday night I stayed at her house, and then she had to work really early on Saturday, so my driving happened as the sun was coming up. So it's like, it was just me. It was awesome.
That sounds cool.
It was beautiful.
Small Business Saturday. Did you guys get out and support any small businesses on Saturday?
Oh yeah, to Donut Cafe on my way home.
Nice.
It was like 6:45. Also, what time does Steam open on Saturdays?
7 o'clock.
I knew it, because I was literally in the parking lot like 6:30. I was like, I should just go to bed, but honestly needed something to eat. And then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go home." I got close to my apartment, and Donut Cafe is right over there. I was like, I've never been in there. I'm gonna do it. It was awesome.
Where's Donut Cafe?
It's like 2 blocks up from my apartment. It's only open until noon, I think. There's like a little light outside. If the light's on, they're open.
What's the deal with that other donut spot on Main
Rocco's?
Street?
No, Donuts and Drafts.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
No idea.
I've
Saw the
had
sign.
that.
I've had a bunch of people ask
I
me.
just really want donuts and beer.
Yeah.
That sounds really great.
I hope it's like a legit concept, and I hope it's really good.
I didn't know if that was like a Liam Neeson thing.
Oh, they just put it there for the movie.
That would be really funny because they did film. They filmed like right at Dead Horse.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, oh man, I hope this is like a real donut.
Wouldn't that be a son of a bitch?
They teased us with like our 2 favorites.
That concept hadn't even come to my mind that it could just be a set dressing.
Yeah, cool. Because I used to work in the Denholm building, and when they were doing American Hustle, and they had like done all that part of Main Street over.
True. Yeah. Small Business Saturday was dope. Did Worcester Wares. Got your sticker.
Yeah, did you?
Yep.
Thanks, man.
It's very nice.
I'm repping the shirt.
There you
Yeah.
I do.
go. Yeah, I picked up your sticker. I picked up Eamon's sticker.
Dude, Eamon's sticker came out so good.
I know, it's so sick. He killed it. Sticky Picks.
Sticky Picks,
Got
always.
his sticker. Got the T-shirt. Got the new Worcester AF black shirt.
You got the limited edition?
Had to. Couldn't not.
Yeah.
Where do I get a Ricky Nelson face sticker?
I have it in my pocket, actually. I really do.
Yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
I have 2. Oh, you got one? All right.
Man, this is going
Here,
in
I
my
have
car.
2.
Oh, shit.
Today I walked
This got
into.
real.
Okay, so real quick, Sticky Pictures hooked me up with a picture of myself to make into stickers, kind of as a joke. So of course I did it. They're kind of popping up throughout the city, but there's one outside of Crust. And today I walk into Crust. I haven't even showered. I stayed at my parents' house last night. I walk in, and there's these 2 people I've never met in my entire life sitting at the little window seat thing. And the guy's like, hey. So I look over, I'm like, what's up, man? And he's like, are you that kid? And pointed at the sticker. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's growing.
It was so funny. I was like, yeah, it's kind of this like, I guess it's not really an inside joke. And I just thought it would be funny if I had stickers. And Lucas hit me with this really cool design. So I put it up like outside of the places I go. Kind of like Phantom Gourmet.
You already have like your, if you were in a run for office of any sort.
That would be like my,
This is like
Ricky for town council or city council.
Yes.
there we go.
I was thinking about writing you in this year.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Must have been written in by somebody.
The man who designed the stickers may have written in, so at least he wrote in Seltzer Time on something on there. I forget exactly what it was.
I think
but
it would be real fun if we just try to write you in next time.
I just get elected. Like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff.
Yeah, we just get everyone to
We run a shadow campaign.
Like, that'd be awesome.
Ricky Nelson.
I'd be a true man of the people because I really
Yeah.
don't know how to run anything like that. So it would have to be suggestion based. Be awesome.
Free beer Saturday. Woo, woo.
There we go. That's
You have my vote.
done.
Do you have a gripe or a...
Yeah. Okay. My gripe is kind of a blanket statement, but the marketing for both places and for the city is kind of driving me fucking crazy. There's things that I think are being done really, really well, but there's a lot of things that are happening that I don't know are happening until it's like almost too late.
Yeah.
I can't figure out I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it like the right way, but I've had this conversation with a bunch of people where like the ice rink just opened on Friday or Saturday. When did it open? Friday? I think it opened on Friday. The like town. Yeah, the little oval
the City
one.
Hall one?
Yeah, and that's cool. But there wasn't a whole lot of like tease into that. You know, it was just like, oh hey, this is up, come do it. And that's cool. And like the Railers did their the Marvel Comics night where they did the Black Panther jerseys.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw those jerseys, but they're fucking awesome.
No, that sounds super dope. I didn't see that
Dude,
at all.
I saw it on my way to my girlfriend's house that night, which we were offered tickets to that game through some friends, and I was like, nah, like we had like her family thing anyway, but I didn't realize it was like a Marvel takeover, and I sure as didn't realize they had Black Panther jerseys.
That sounds dope.
They
as
were
hell.
so sick. I found out about it after, literally they're on the ice for warm-ups, and there's like a picture or whatever, and I was like, what is going on? That type of stuff drives me nuts. I can't figure out how nobody like has figured out how to market things that are going on. Everybody gets all mad and annoyed that there's not that many people at the hockey game, but it's like, dude, if you pushed that they were gonna have these special limited jerseys a little bit more, probably would have had another like 2,000 people. Probably. It's Friday night.
Dude, those games are a ton of fun.
They're awesome. I have so much fun at Red Sox games. I'm going into.
They're a ton of fun
2
and they're
weeks.
super affordable.
Yeah, it's like I think I paid $15
That's
for
why
a
I'm
seat
like super pumped
last
about
week.
Red Sox coming in because let's go a $15 Red Sox game. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be awesome. I'm like talking to Joe, and like my buddy Joe works for the Paw Sox, so he's kind of the kid that had like he did the pop up at the Dive. He got that thing going with Ed Hiders.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And he was up in the city being a part of Small Business Saturday. He doesn't live here. Like I think he's from Connecticut, but he lives in it's like southern Massachusetts somewhere. Yeah, how sick are those jerseys?
That's a sick jersey.
Those are pretty dope.
They're awesome.
So for anybody that hasn't seen it, it is like the Black Panther power ring, whatever, spiky bits around his shoulder. It's super
Spiky
subtle.
bits.
Yeah, it's the vibranium spikes or whatever. Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Yeah, those jerseys are awesome. I just wish there was a little more.
Fanfare or interest.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it till you just said it.
Yeah, and it goes for and it's everybody too. It's not just the hockey team. They do a really good job, but that could have been pushed a little harder. There was a lot of push for small business Saturday. I still think there could have been a little bit more, maybe.
Right.
And just seeing that there's like all these rad spots, like.
I love that whole like arts thing in the summer.
The powwow?
Powwow?
Yeah, powwow's awesome. I just wish powwow was all year long because that's like the one time in the city I feel like everyone really gets together.
Yeah.
And just like celebrates the out of Worcester.
Yeah, you see them at all different restaurants and
Yeah,
bars.
and then
Like,
all of a sudden,
rad.
powwow ends and it's just like.
Yeah, everybody goes back to living their own lives.
Yeah, it's just like this should be a thing.
Yeah.
Like I really want Worcester to be like the next Portland.
Yeah.
You go up to Portland, Maine, everyone is together all the time.
Yeah.
They like all travel around to like different restaurants, different breweries.
I had this conversation Thanksgiving night. I was working, and Strader and our buddy Tom C came in. We were talking about how everybody has all these rad ideas, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing. That's really cool, but there isn't like a manager. You know what I mean? Like there isn't like a tour manager for Worcester where it's like, hey, oh, you're having this event? Cool. This dude's gonna run the social media and push everything for it. This guy's gonna help you bring in the breweries and then your food aspect of it.
Right.
Here's your DJ. Now, not only are you getting all these things kind of like put together at one time, they're all Worcester people. They're all people who care and who know what everybody wants anyway. And on top of that, you're getting all their personal like followers to know that it's happening.
Yeah.
There needs to be we're gonna try to make it happen, but we're talking about having some way of having almost like a Worcester fan, like not fan club, but somebody who really gets together like the right people to
like
push.
the Worcester Street Team, or
Yeah, exactly. Or like a
rad.
Yeah, like so Coney Island had that pop up and it was cool because you had Wormtown there and Table Talk and stuff like that. But there's those things happen all the time. Like there's like even at Technocopia, the Thursday night open house
every
thing.
Thursday night we have an open hack here.
Yeah, it's like why? I wonder if there's a way to get you guys in, like in bed with Polar, where Polar can push it and you guys can push it. They're going to be here, and then people come up, and then you get a free can of seltzer and a tour of Technocopia, whatever. Stuff like that would be so sick because those guys have the reach.
Yeah.
Like so many people follow Polar, even though they don't post anything. Wink, wink. I had to. It drives me crazy. How do you have that many followers? You don't use them. It drives me nuts. But if they were able to partner in with Technocopia, or even if people had there was a winter powwow, you're not gonna be painting murals outside, but it gets people stoked about stuff.
There is some talks, by the way, as somebody loosely connected to powwow. There is some talks as to how can we do this better. We agree with you that for that 10 days, it's beautiful and it's everybody in the city's coming together. How do we build that momentum and keep it going?
There's people that come into Worcester that I don't think have ever actually hung out here.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jesse Smith where he's been, what he does, but he was on Ink Master and he did a mural, a sick ass mural right by my house.
That's so sick.
And he's in town, he's posting the shit out of it. It's just like we need more like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
more people just want to come here.
It's crazy.
It's awesome.
But yeah, that's my gripe. My gripe is the overall marketing of the city. Cool. That was fun. Thanks, Ed.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure you guys check out the Fix for your poutine, your burgers. One of my absolute favorite draft lists in the city. And then Steam Energy Cafe.
If people are looking for you, can they find you on social media, Ed?
Yeah, Ed Plante. It's with an E at the end.
Yeah, don't forget that E.
Can't forget the E. You could also probably look for me as Eggplant because it's sort of.
That's my favorite thing. I laugh every time.
Oh my word, that's funny.
It's so good.
That's without an E.
Yeah, there's no E in plant except for his last name, but not the eggplant.
Yeah.
All right.
A little confusing. I've been Travis. You can find me on socials at Hunchback Travis.
I've been Ricky. You can find me at socials at DickChuck77 or Seltzer Time Official. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2. We'll see you next week with a new guest. We'll see who that's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.
Sorry for partying.
Wait.